Hello again. Now we're going to deal with conditionals 2 and 3. In the previous lesson, we dealt with conditionals 0 and 1. Now we're going to deal with conditionals 2 and 3 because we want from you at the end of this lesson to be able to talk about imaginary situations in the present. Also, we would like from you to talk about imaginary situations in the past. It is very important from you to discern which are those 4 conditionals and where we're going to use them. But the most important thing for you is to understand how to use the 4 conditional forms in your everyday situations. First of all, we're going to deal with the second conditional. Remember what we said about 0 conditional and the first conditional. We said that the 0 conditional is used in facts and in things that are always true, things that do not depend on us. Whereas the first conditional, we said that we use it in real situations and in possible situations, so things that might happen either in the past or the future. Today that we're dealing with the second conditional, we're dealing with a different situation. But let's take an example. Take a look at this villa. Do you have a villa? Well, actually, I don't have one. I would really like to have one, but I don't have the money. So I'm saying that if I won the lottery, I would buy a villa. But the fact is that I don't have the money. That's why I'm wishing such a thing. As you can see, this is something unreal because until now I haven't won the lottery and I don't have a villa. But I'm saying that if I won, so this is something unreal. But of course it refers to the present. Now, how do we form the second conditional? If plus past simple, here it is, one part of the sentence, and would plus bare infinitive, the second part of the sentence. Of course, again, we have 2 different parts, the if clause and the result clause, which means that I need to buy a lottery and I need to win a lottery in order to buy the villa. I set the condition in order to get the result. Let's take another example. If he cycled every day, he would feel healthier. So, in this example, again, we have if plus past simple, cycled, one part of the sentence, would feel. So, would plus bare infinitive. Don't forget, bare infinitive is simply a verb without to. Please take a note on the sentence so that you can practice what we just did. If I, the verb that you have is have a question, I ask my teacher. So, let's put what we learned. What did we say? We need if plus past simple. So, if I, what is the past simple of the verb have? It's had. If I had a question, I, what did we say? Would plus bare infinitive. I would ask my teacher. So I'm setting the condition. I don't have a question now, but if I had a question, so this is something unreal, I would ask my teacher. Now, let's do this third conditional form. In the third conditional, we refer to something that happened in the past. So until now, we talked about the present. 0, first and second conditional refers to the present or the future, whereas the third conditional refers to the past. We have a picture here, and this guy here is John. John slept really late last night, and he did not catch the bus. But this is something that John cannot change because he missed the bus. And now he is thinking, if he had got up on time, he would have not missed the bus. But this is something that he cannot change. That's why we're saying that it is a past hypothetical situation. So let's analyze this sentence together. If, what do we have? Plus, had got. That is the past perfect. One part of the sentence, the if clause, and the second part of the sentence, the result clause, would plus have plus past participle. So, again, let's see the form together. If plus past perfect, would plus have plus past participle. Let's take a look at another example. I wouldn't have been so tired if I had slept early. So, in the same case and in the same logic, let's say, we have the second part here. So, we start now with the result clause. So, would plus have plus past participle of the verb to be, and the if clause, if plus past perfect. So, the fact is here that I am really tired. And why am I tired? Because I did not sleep early. But this is something that I cannot change, and that is why we are using the third conditional. Let's practice, please, what we just learned. If I, the verb is study more, I, the verb is pass the test. So again, please focus on the form that we learned. What did we learn? We need the if plus past perfect. So if I had studied more, I, what did we say in the second part? Would plus have plus past participle. I would have passed the test. The fact is that I did not study a lot. And for this reason, I did not pass the test. But we're giving a condition. If I had studied more, things would have been different. All right. I do believe that things now are clearer with the second conditional and the third conditional. We're going to practice a little bit now of what we just learned. Please, I would like you to take this as a classwork. So why don't you go get your notebooks, get your pens, and keep notes of what we're going to do together and test yourself. Why not? Let's continue with the first example. If you, the verb is book, a flight, would you have gone by train? It is easy for you to find whether it is the second conditional or the third conditional if you take a look at the second part. So you've got would plus have plus past participle. This is the second part. So what do we need in the first part? We need if plus past perfect, we said. So if you hadn't booked a flight, would you have gone by train? And of course we said that this refers to a past hypothetical situation. Number 2. If I were you, I, the verb is go that you need to use, to the doctor. Here we have got, as we can see, the second conditional. If plus past simple. So, what did we say? If plus past simple, one part of the sentence, and the other part of the sentence, would plus bare infinitive. So, I would go to the doctor. Please pay attention a little bit here. We said that we use if plus past simple, but be careful. Here you've got I were. Normally we say I was in the past simple, but when we're talking about the second conditional and we're giving advice, because this is a sentence that gives advice to someone, the verb to be in all the pronouns, the subject pronouns, becomes were. So I were and not I was. All right? I do believe that I helped you a little bit with the zero, the first, the second, and the third conditional. Goodbye.